Hello, yogis. Welcome back. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining me today on your mat. I hope you guys got a chance to try last week's flow. I am getting ready for today's flow with absolutely no plan, so I have no idea how it's going to go today, but I feel like I should always do my little disclaimer. I am not a certified yoga teacher. I have aspirations to do yoga teacher training, but it definitely depends on when I have time to do that and when it's going to be right for me and my family. So all of my flows are just kind of me based on what I know so far, and I hope that you can get some sort of benefit out of them. So last week I didn't do any meditation, and I felt a little bit bad about that. I just kind of got into Shavasana and needed to just breathe, and I apologize. But today I want to actually start with the meditation, and then we'll kind of get started with our flow. So get what you need. I'm going to grab a block just in case. I don't, like I said, have much of a plan. So, oh, there's my block. Okay. So if you have a block, get it. But if you don't worry about it. And I don't even know if you need it. So I'm going to have you take a comfortable seat, cross-legged position on the top of your mat, and just sit up nice and tall. Ground your sit bones down to the floor. Hands can rest gently on your thighs, and then close your eyes, and then just start breathing through your nose. And then I'm going to read this little meditation to start us out today. So just sit and breathe while I read this. This comes from somebody I follow. He writes books, and he's an artist and kind of poet, I guess. And he does kind of these cool little abstract drawings, and usually kind of says some fun, very short poems that usually speak right to my heart. So I really like him. His name is Brian Andreas. You can follow him on Instagram. And I actually took this today from his Instagram page. He posted a few days ago, and I think, again, it's just relevant to the times and kind of the uncertainty and basically newness of everything we're all going through today and this week and the past month. So take what you will from it. I think it is relevant, and I think it's also relevant for not quarantine time. So here we go. So this is called Things to Do When You Find Yourself in an Entirely New Place. 1, stop whatever you think you're doing and look around. 2, see all the things you haven't noticed. Hear all the things you can hear. Feel all the things you can pretend you haven't been feeling. 3, introduce yourself. Hello, table. Hello, pen. Hello to you. The sounds of the traffic, the birds. Hello to you too. That feeling, this is all a little silly, is because there's a lot of other things you should be doing. Number 4, notice how you're breathing a little more slowly, how things are moving more quietly. This is because now you know all of the things here, and they all know you. You are all friends here. Do this often, everywhere you go, until you see that no matter where you are, even entirely new places, this is where you belong. This is where you are home. So keep on taking some deep breaths. Introduce yourself to your mat, your space, everything kind of around you, your body, whatever it is. And then we will do a couple different breathing techniques. You're going to take your right hand. You're going to put your first finger on your third eye, so right between your eyebrows. And then you're going to plug the left side of your nostril with your middle finger or whatever finger seems most natural. So you're going to plug that nostril, and you're going to breathe in your right nostril. And then with your thumb, plug your right nostril and exhale out your left nostril. Then breathe in your left nostril. Plug your left nostril and exhale out your right nostril. Breathe in your right nostril. Plug the nose, open up the left nostril, exhale out your left nostril. Keep going just like this. Feel your breath getting a little deeper and fuller. Maybe do one more time on each side. And bring your hands down to your knees, your thighs, whatever feels comfortable. And just breathe normally a few times. I love starting with that breathing technique. It really tends to clear my mind a little bit, get me centered and ready for my practice. You're going to bring your arms out to the side and up overhead on an inhale. Meet your palms together, and then exhale, just bow forward, hands on the earth in front of you. Just bow your head, let your neck just hang. Keep your sitting bones rooted on the ground so you're not pulling up off the mat. Walk your hands over to the right just a little bit to get a little stretch of the left side body. Breathe a little heavier into that left side of your lungs. And walk yourself back to the left side now. Feeling that stretch on your right side body. And breathing into the right lungs. And walk your hands back to the center and slowly walk the hands up towards you. So you can sit back up, roll those shoulder blades a few times. And I realized I didn't start my watch, and I'm a freak about that, so I'm going. Okay, roll back over onto a tabletop position, hands and knees. We're gonna go through a few cat-cows. So arch your back, belly down, inhale, head up. And exhale to cat, yeah. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Pull that belly button into your spine. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. Couple more times on your own breath. And you're ready, curl your toes under and push up into downward facing dog. First dog of the day. Pedal those heels out, those feet out. Kind of get settled in your dog, do whatever you gotta do. And then when you feel like you've gotten all your adjusting out, kind of find some stillness in this pose. Find where you feel the strongest. Make sure you're pushing up and out of your shoulders, pulling your belly button in, ribs kind of down towards your pubic bone. Heels reaching towards the floor. Rotate those triceps back so the creases of your elbow are facing the front of your mat. And then we're going to do a couple of just undulations between plank and down dog. So you're going to kind of feel like somebody's pulling the middle of your back forward as you roll into a plank. And then you're going to bend your knees, stick your tailbone up, and go back and do a downward facing dog. Once again, round those shoulders, come forward into a plank position. Bend those knees, stick that tailbone back, and put your back in downward facing dog. Do that a couple more times, pulling from the back, the thoracic spine forward, settle into your plank, bend those knees, push back, downward facing dog. Keep on going. Maybe 2 more times. Warming up that spine. And then this time, stay in your plank and slowly lower all the way down to the floor. I'm going to walk those hands right back next to those ribs and push up into a baby cobra. Inhale, exhale back down. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale back down. One more time, inhale, baby cobra. Exhale back down. Now you're going to put your arms out like a T. Actually bring your right arm out like a T, left arm right down by your ribs. You're going to push up and over your right shoulder. Get a little bit of a twist to the spine, opening up that pectoral muscle. Push. Your left foot can kind of touch behind you on the floor. Head resting on your mat. And just breathe into that stretch. A few more breaths. And come back to center. Left arm out like a T. Push with that right hand. Right foot goes back behind, stretching into that left pec. If something doesn't feel right, and this doesn't feel right on me, go ahead and come out of the pose. If you want to stay there for a couple more breaths, feel free, but that just didn't feel good to me, so I'm going to figure out why, and I'll do it later. Now you're going to push up into another baby cobra, and then sit back on your knees. Widen up those knees into child's pose, just to get a little bit of a counter stretch. Head can rest on the mat. My dog. Winston! Come back up into a tabletop position, hands and knees. We're going to do a little stabilization work. So you're going to reach your right arm straight forward, reach that left foot back, keep your pelvis super neutral. So your your hip bones should be level. Put like your front hip bones should be parallel to the floor. Your back leg, your left heel should be pointing straight up, toes pointing down towards the floor. Pull that belly button up towards your spine and just breathe. On your next inhale, or excuse me, on your next exhale, you're going to bring your knee and your elbow to touch underneath. Reach back out. On an inhale, bring them to touch. Exhale. Reach out, inhale. And bring them to touch. Exhale. Reach out. If you want, you can grab the back of your foot and get a little bit of a quad stretch, tiger pose. If you can't get this without some discomfort, don't kill yourself. Just go back to tabletop or where you're holding it out. Reach forward one more time and set your right hand and left foot down. Next, you're going to reach that left hand forward, right foot back. Just hang out here for a minute. Take some deep breaths. I don't know what my dog is barking at. Winston! Sorry, that's not really relaxing for you. Come here. Remember, keeping your hips level. Okay. Inhale, exhale, elbow and knee together. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, knee and elbow together. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, elbow and knee together. Inhale, reach out, and if you're up for it, tiger pose on the other side. It's a little early for this. It's kind of an intense quad stretch, but it feels good sometimes. Reach back out. And set your hands and knees down. Push up into down facing dog. Okay, here we go. Lift that right leg up to the sky. Keep those hips nice and level. And just hang out here for that left hamstring stretch. Pull that knee into your chest on an exhale. And set your right foot in between your palms. Set your back knee down, untuck your toes, and bring it into a low lunge. Keep those hips level, so pull that right hip back. Tuck your tailbone just a little bit so that you're not overarching in your lower back. Hands back down to the mat. Untuck your toes and step up to the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold over your legs. Roll up slowly. Inhale the arms up. Palms meet at the top and bring them down to heart center for a breath. Drop those hands down by your side. Inhale, arms up. Swan dive down to a forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, that left foot back. Right foot meets it in plank. We're going to either go down to your belly or to chaturanga, whatever your level is. Up dog or cobra. And back to downward facing dog. Check in with your down dog, make sure you're engaging all the right places. And then we're going to lift that left foot up. Hold it, hips are staying level. Really getting a good hamstring stretch on that right leg, pretty intense. On your next exhale, pull that knee into your chest, hold it, hover, hover, and then gently set your foot down between your palms. Drop that back knee, untuck your toes, and a low lunge on the left side. Check in with your alignment, pull that left hip back, right hip forward, tuck that tailbone a little bit. Hands back down to the mat. Step that right foot up. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, root to rise. Arms overhead. Meet in heart center for a breath. Raise your arms up overhead. Swan dive down on an exhale. Inhale, flat back. Step the right foot back. Left foot meets it in plank. Chaturanga or all the way down. Up dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. Now lift that right leg up again. Keep those hips square for a breath. And then open back up. Keep your shoulders square. Just your hip is opening up. Do a couple circles in the sky with that knee. Bring your hips back to the square position. Pull that belly button in. Knee to chest. Hover for a moment. Then set the foot down. Now we're going up into a crescent lunge. Same alignment. Pull that front hip, that right hip back in space. That means you have to bend that back knee a little bit just to get the alignment and then push it straight. That's okay. Hands to heart center, and then you're going to lean forward, bring that left elbow to the outside of your right knee or thigh for a little prayer twist, crescent lunge. Press your hip, your hands towards the center of your sternum to increase how much you're twisting. Try and twist from your navel and grow long from it. So the crown of your head is reaching up and forward towards the front of your mat. Embrace the wobbles. We've got them. Bring those hands down to the mat. Step the left foot up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up. Arms reach overhead. Then meet in the heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, flat back. Left foot back. Right foot to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Let's lift that left foot up. Keep those hips square for just a breath. And then open the hips up. Keeping those shoulders square. Maybe do a few circles in the air with your knee. Really get that glute firing up. And square your hips back off. Pull that knee into your chest. Step between your palms. And bring it up to a crescent lunge. And as always, check in with that alignment. have to. And then stretch it back out. Pull that belly button in. Make sure you're not overarching in your lower back. Bring the hands to the heart center and fold over that front leg for a prayer twist. Make sure you're pulling that hip straight back. It's not flaring out to the side of your mat. Ooh, I'm really wobbly today, and that's okay. Let yourself grow taller as you twist. Hands down to the mat. Step that right foot up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right foot back. Left foot back to meet it. Chaturanga all the way down. Up dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. We're going to go through some sun salutation A's next. If you are a jumper, just really try and control and float. Engage your abdominals so you just float up to the top of your mat and land with the softest feet. Maybe even getting a little hang time. If you prefer stepping up and you're not comfortable with jumping, that's fine. Or take like little baby hops up to the front of your mat and catch up when you can. But I'm gonna call it out as a jump. If you're stepping, that's 100% fine. Raise up on your tippy toes, look between your palms, bend your knees, hop up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms up overhead. Meet our heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale to a flat back. Plant those hands. Jump back to chaturanga or plank. Up dog. And downward facing dog. Inhale up on your tippy toes, look between your palms, bend your knees, hop up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. I'm out of breath today. Inhale, flat back. Plant the palms. Jump back to plank or chaturanga. Or step back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down facing dog. Let's do one more. We're not going to do sun bees today. I'm not feeling it today. We'll do maybe a chair pose, but so when you're ready, up on your tippy toes, look forward, bend your knees, hop up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Swan dive down. Inhale, flat back. Put the hands, jump back. Come through your vinyasa. Okay. So what I want to do here next is just kind of warm up those hips. I did a hip talk yesterday, so I want to incorporate that into my practice today. So you're going to lift your right foot up to where it's like not your full-on stretch, so just maybe a little bit lower, keeping those hips square, so your toes should be pointing straight down to the floor. And you're going to draw super controlled circles, doesn't matter which way, without moving anything else. Your left leg should be super stable, your shoulders shouldn't be moving, your core should be screaming. If you're getting any sort of popping, shorten up that circle. That's too much. You need to stabilize in a smaller range. 2 more circles. And then you're going to reverse course. Whichever direction you were going, switch direction. Keep holding. Pulling that belly button in towards your spine. Your lower back is not moving. 1 more circle. And on the bringing it through, just bring it straight through between your palms. Pull up into a crescent lunge again. Whew. Shake out those arms. My elbows were kind of locked in there. Okay. Get your alignment here. Bring your hands to heart center. Lean forward over that front foot just a little bit, and then you're going to launch yourself into a warrior 3. So you're going to try and keep your hips super level here, so your left toes should be pointing towards the floor. Pull your shoulder blades back away from the floor. Shoulder heads should be kind of pulled back. When you're ready, bring those arms up overhead for a couple breaths. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then slowly and intentionally set that left foot down into a crescent lunge. And then you're going to open up to warrior 2. Take a couple breaths. Make sure you're aligned here. So you're pulling your front knee back. Your front hip back in space towards the arch of your foot. Shoulder blades down your back. Arms being stretched as far apart as they can. Looking out over that front fingertips, your right fingertips. Go ahead and clasp your hands behind your back. Pull those shoulder blades down and bow forward in the inside of that right leg for a humble warrior. Pulling those arms up overhead. This is another one where I'll find myself letting that right hip kind of flare out. So make sure you're pulling your right hip sitting bone back towards the arch of your left foot. And let your head dangle. Using your core, pull yourself back into warrior 2. Stretch that right leg straight, turn the toes in, hands on your hips, flat back into a wide leg forward fold. If you like to headstand, you can pause it and go into a tripod or supported headstand from here. I will not be joining you because that usually bothers my neck. But headstands are a great way to start with inversions. It's just not good for me as a yogi. So it's good to be able to recognize that. Put your hands down in front of you, push up into a flat back, Bend that right knee again. Walk the hands forward. You're going to pick that right foot up into your chest. Raise up into a three-legged dog again. Shift forward into plank, keeping that right leg up. Down to chaturanga, keeping that right leg up. Then set the foot down, up into up dog, and down to downward facing dog. Okay. Now we gotta do our hip circles on the left. So when you're ready, raise that left leg up. Make sure your hips are staying square. Find that position. Get that stability in your shoulders and your core. And then you're gonna go ahead and start your circles. We're gonna do 5 circles. Nothing else moving. And if you're getting popping, shorten up your range. Keep breathing. Good. Reverse your circles. Pull that belly button up in there. And last one, pull that knee straight into your chest and between your palms and bring it up into a crescent lunge. Hands to heart center. Lean forward over that leg and spring up into your warrior 3. Square off those hips. Flex that back right foot really, really hard. Like you're standing on another, like a wall behind you. And that's gonna stabilize your hips, I swear. Bring those shoulder heads back away from the floor. And when you're ready, arms up overhead. Very intentionally set that right foot back down into a crescent lunge first. And open up into warrior 2. Check in with where your body is. Remember our meditation, introduce yourself to these new burns and pains coming through. And then just kind of settle in and quiet your breath. You can do this. You're strong. Clasp those hands behind your back. Pull down into a humble warrior. Let your head be heavy. Use that core, come back up. Brief warrior 2. Straighten that left leg, turn the toes in. Hands on your hips and slowly go forward into a wide-legged forward fold. Welcome to visit headstand on this side. If you did on the other side, if you didn't and want to, go ahead. If you just want to hang out with me here, that's fine too. I totally forgot what we did after this. Lead. Walk over to the left foot, frame that foot, and then lift it up knee to chest, and reach that leg back up into downward facing dog. Shift forward to plank, holding that left leg up, down to chaturanga, and set both feet down to your up dog and your downward facing dog. Good. in dolphin today. If you have Pincha Mayurasana in your practice, you can pop up into it. If not, just work your dolphin and build up that shoulder endurance in a dolphin pose. So you're gonna drop down to your forearms, push your chest towards the back of your mat. I like to let my thumbs touch here, personally, because I just have tight shoulders. Bend your knees just a little bit, and then stretch back up and stretch those shoulders. Push back up into a downward facing dog. Roll forward like we did earlier in practice into a plank. And push back into a downward facing dog. We're going to do one more dolphin. If you want to go up into a pincha, you may. If you just want to hang out there or go in a child's pose, that's fine too. Woo. What? Okay. Oh, not my best. If you were in pincha, come on down and rest in child pose. Bring your arms down by your side if you need to. My kids just got home, so sorry for all the stamping upstairs. I'm a huge perfectionist, so I'm gonna do one more and try and do a prettier pincha. If you want to skip it, go ahead and fast forward the video. We're gonna just go into doing a few back bends and then we'll call it good for today. So, back into my down dog. Dolphin. Walk those feet up as close as you can. I felt much better. Okay. Sorry, everybody. You can move on now. I'm just gonna have you kind of step forward onto your butt, so feet are facing forward. Let's just do a little bit of a seated forward fold, reaching up high, high, high. Flex those feet and then reach out like you're trying to reach over your toes. And then if you can grab the toes, great. If you can't, that's okay too. Drop that head. Keep pulling that chest forward so that you're not compressing in the lower back or in the belly, or you're not rounding, except instead you're lengthening. And roll back up. Scooch your butt forward just a little bit and roll back all the way onto your back. Bend those knees. And touch those heels with your fingertips. Let's do, since I said to get a block, I'm not even really yet. Grab your block if you have one. Squeeze it between your knees. Not squeeze it necessarily, but just hold it and don't let it drop. This is a good way to know whether you're over externally rotating in those hips as you push up into bridge pose, which can be detrimental to your lower back. So just hold it there. You don't have to be squeezing hard. Squeezing enough that it doesn't fall off. And push up into bridge. Clasp those hands underneath you. Work those shoulder blades underneath you. And hold for a couple breaths. roll back down. Take the block out. Switch those knees side to side. I'm going to try and do a bridge pose, a full wheel with the block between my knees. If you want to just keep going with bridge, that's up to you, or go into full wheel, also up to you. Do whatever is best for you. Don't overstretch or compress that lower back ever. When you're ready, push up into your bridge and then inhale. Either stay there or push to the top of your head. And up, yep. And last one, my block. When you're ready, come on down. That's right, everybody. Pull those knees into your chest. Pull your forehead to your knees if you need. Roll back and forth. Massage out that lower back. Hold behind your thighs and rock up and down all the way to really massage that lower back. It feels really good. I think this is called rolling like a ball in Pilates. And it feels really good. Okay. Go ahead and put your feet back down. We did a lot of kind of tough stuff on your hips today, so we're going to straighten that left leg out, pull that right knee into your chest. We're going to do a reclined pigeon, mainly because I think lately the regular pigeon has been a little bit harsh on me. So what you're going to do is put your right arch of your foot into your left crooks of your elbow, and you kind of hold your leg like a baby. Just breathe here. I think a little more gentle than a full pigeon, and right now I'm trying to focus on alignment and being gentle with myself and not overstretching my hips. Okay, let go of that hold. Pull that knee into your chest and then straighten that knee. Hold behind the calf or the thigh, flexing that foot. Little hamstring stretch. Now, you're going to take your left hand and kind of grab that outer edge of your right foot. Your right arm is going to go down towards flat to the floor like a T, like we did before. And just gently pull that right foot over to the left to get an IT band stretch. Keep that left foot flat. Try not to get too much of a rotation in that spine. This is really more for that IT band on the right leg. Maybe 2 more breaths here. Bring it back to center. Bend that knee. Bring the left one up to meet it. Straighten that right leg out. Same deal. Gonna slowly turn the foot out into your reclined pigeon. So left arch to right elbow, crooks of your elbow. Try and keep that right knee in line. And mine wants to kind of flare out to the side. And that's why I didn't want to do this on my stomach right now, because my body just is not ready for it today. I've been neglecting my stretching a lot lately, and it shows. Pull that knee to your chest, straighten the leg out, holding behind your calf or your thigh, whichever, to get a little hamstring stretch. Something else I like to do sometimes is kind of flexing and pointing the toe, flossing that sciatic nerve a little bit. You're going to grab the outer edge with your right hand, left hand out to the side, and then pull over for a little IT band stretch, keeping that toe flexed. Bring that foot back to center, bend the knee, and then let's just do one more stretch, both knees up to your chest. Bring your forehead to your knees for a brief little self-hug. And then when you're ready, lengthen those legs out into your Shavasana. Palms up, just feel everything relax. Feel how different your body feels, if it feels any different. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Hopefully a little bit better. As always, you can always stay in Shavasana as long as you want. I'm going to have myself get out of it now, but you're welcome to stay there. I'm rolling onto my side. Stay on your side for a moment and just lay in the fetal position for just a second. And then when you're ready, push yourself up into a comfortable seat. Keep your eyes closed here. Roll those shoulder blades down and just sit. A few breaths. Bring your hands to heart center in prayer. Give yourself a little gratitude for making it to your mat today. I have gratitude for getting the time to do this. And then find one more thing that you can be grateful for in these crazy times. You don't have to say it out loud. There's lots of things going through my head. Thank you guys. Namaste.